Hi guys, welcome to the May energy update. I'm recording this, it's kind of towards the end of April now that I'm recording this for you. I have put quite a bit of planning and really looked into the energy of the month ahead. So whenever you listen to this, I really hope that the information will be helpful and will be helping you forward on your journey this month. And I just want to say thank you as well to all my new subscribers and everyone who likes, comments and watches the video. I really do truly appreciate you all, and I hope that you're finding the content really helpful. So the month of May is coming up, and universally this is an 11-2 month, so there will be quite a focus this month on the balance, harmony, partnerships, especially spiritual partnerships, and they kind of form for the purpose of spiritual growth, for growth between the two individuals and healing, so that they can really truly step into their selves. So they're kind of different from other types of relationships where maybe it's just more a physical level or a safety kind of level or a comfort level. Spiritual partnerships are different because the sole purpose of them is for your spiritual growth. Now, those of you who are also life path master number 11s or life path number 2s, you will kind of definitely, I feel, be feeling this energy a lot more this month because it's universally your life path month. So the 11 on 2s, you're going to feel this energy potentially more strongly. Now, I also relate this to your sacral chakra. I feel that there's going to be a big focus on that this month because it is your second chakra. And there's a lot, I feel, for people that will kind of get brought up this month. So that area can, definitely be triggered. And especially for people that may have a lot of repressed pain or traumas or sexual experiences that they need to heal from. So be prepared that there could be a lot coming up there. And especially for women, like you may find, like with your menstrual cycles, you may find more pain at that time for you to release. But I know it can be really hard, and sometimes we don't want to go back into old pain or traumas, whether we're male or female, but it can be very helpful and beneficial, and those things will be getting brought up for a reason to help you in your healing journey. So I'm going to give you a little bit more information on the sacral chakra, and this is just, it is brief, but I hope it inspires you then if you want to go off and research this area more. So it is the second chakra, so it's located around your lower abdomen, and the element of that is water and also moon energy, and it's all about your, like, how you feel, and it's that orange kind of color. It's connected to emotional, creative and sexual expression, all about the balance of that yin and yang, female and male, inner and outer energies, and they're all maintained through the sacral. Now, this sacral chakra, it is directly linked to relationships, human and monetary. So with that, like we said, human relationships, so if there are blockages or imbalances there from previous relationships, it would be worth looking at healing those. And also the sacral chakra is related to money as well. And if we have blocks there, we may find like we're also been blocked with money in our lives. And if you can work through those blocks, it's also going to help you with like manifestation and bringing more money in if that's something that you're looking for as well. Now, when it is balanced, just to give you a little overview, you will feel like energetic, inspired, a lot more receptive, expressive, creative, and sexually energy as well. You will feel that more, but in a healthy way and in healthier relationships. And also having, money, you'll feel in balance with that, and with other people as well, like your communication with others, and you'll just feel a lot of grace and flow. You'll feel flexible, and you'll be able to have pleasure and joy and compassion and forgiveness. So you see how it's all about, again, with the balances with things. And if, for instance, as well, with that one, some people will be, it depends, if you have more imbalances though, or things that could show up as a sign of a blockage, then that could come up. Some things you might find in that area could be things like constipation, urinary problems and kidney infections, back pains, gynecological, issues for women, or cysts, irregular menstruations, infertility, depression, jealousy, fears and insecurities, low self-esteem, just also maybe a feeling of being very isolated and detached from society, and even things like addictive behaviors too, they can come up. And yeah, there might even be unprocessed anger, maybe control issues, lack of creativity. So they're kind of some of the signs where you may have an imbalance there. So there's something for you to, maybe if you're interested, then look into that a bit more, because there is plenty of obviously work you can do on healing the chakras too. Now, always trust your own inner guidance and go where you're drawn to. So if you feel like for healing for you, if that's going to be like the natural elements, ways to like balance and heal your chakras, so like recharging in the sun, walking barefoot in the grass, spending more time in nature, eating certain foods or eating more orange food will always help your sacral chakra. Fire transmutes energy too, and that helps balance your sacral chakra. Listening to nature, like I say, just going into nature and speaking with nature, those things will all help you as well. But obviously, I do feel like, because it can bring up more serious healing for, I think, a lot of people that may be holding, like we say, or storing the traumas there that they may have been through. And then for them, it may be important, again, where like whatever you feel guided to, but you might want to explore things like energy healing, and maybe even different types of therapy you may find useful too, because especially when bringing up and going through traumas, like that's traumatic in itself, having to relive a trauma. So it may be something you don't feel you can do on your own. So really try and seek that support, maybe professionally as well, if you feel guided towards doing that. Now, also within this month of May, we have, there's a lot going on. So there's the focus, like we've discussed, with the partnerships, the sacral chakra. Then around the 1st of May, we are also having a new moon eclipse in Taurus. So obviously in the UK, I think that might be around the 30th, but either way, most places in the world, it's going to be on the 1st. Now, Taurus new moon is all about values, comforts, and finances. So if you want to make a change to your finances, this is the month to set your intentions around that. 100% set your intentions with that. Then we also have a Mercury retrograde that's going to come up. Mercury retrograde, I think that one is going to be landing around the 10th, around about the 10th of May. Now, Mercury rules things like your communication. That's the biggest thing that it rules. So for some of you, it's not to say, I don't like to say to people not to do things, but be really mindful. Now, you may experience like technical problems, so problems with technology. So with that, back up important data on electronics. Due to the communication factor as well, you might feel there's more misunderstandings or miscommunications with people. So really try and like make an extra effort to, think about your communication first. It's not uncommon for people from your past, such as exes even, or people you haven't heard of for a long time, to like pop back up. I'm sure we can all relate to that at some point or another. If you are like signing contracts or important paperwork, definitely read over all contracts and paperwork or files, anything like that that's really important before signing it or sending them. And if you buy any big items or even any electronic items, make sure you definitely have a warranty. And if you're planning on doing any traveling, just be prepared and be as organized as you can, because sometimes it can have an effect on travel with delays. But again, like we say, don't put your life on hold, like embrace the energy, but just be a bit more mindful with it. That's my best advice that I can give you. Then we have the full moon eclipse in Scorpio, which is around about the 16th of May. And with this one, there is a big focus on letting go, basically, of any kind of anger and hurt that you're holding on to. And I do feel like this ties back into the sacral chakra energy, because again, I feel like for a lot of people, there's going to be a lot of kind of pain and healing that's going to be brought up in that area. So with this full moon energy, that can be another time to really like enhance your healing around that. One thing you may start to learn as well on your path is that fear only has power when we give it, you know. Like I always say, your like where your thoughts go, your energy flows. So be really mindful. And this full moon is a brilliant time for giving us a safe space to work through and process our fears. So you might want to try different techniques to work through that. So like I mentioned before, therapies or talking therapies, energy healing. There's even different techniques like I haven't tried it myself, but there's one called like tapping, or it's like the emotional freedom technique, EFT, which some people, you know, can say has really helped them. Things like journaling, that helps me personally, because it's a way of getting my thoughts, feelings down, and things I want to release. Also, I do like full moon release ceremonies around the full moon energy as well, which is like, you know, using all the earth elements, being in nature, and just tapping into that universal energy, which is really powering, and I find it really helpful. You know, it might even be something simple for you, like screaming, crying, you know, have like energy clearance been done, exercise, dance, movement, but you want to like encourage the movement and the flow. So that stagnant energy, or the energy that's no longer serving you, the pain or the anger, can be released in a healthy way, and doing whatever feels right for you. I just feel like that's important to note as well, that it's always like, you know, for the individual, what feels right to you, because you're going to know yourself best, and that's what it's about. And what I'm going to do as well is like throughout the rest of the month in May, I'm going to come on, because I try not to do these videos too long, because I notice when they're a bit longer, I think it's harder for people to take in all the information. But what I am going to do, which I feel really drawn to do, is throughout the month, and I've already pulled one card and asked my spirit team to like help me share some guidance with you around like the energy that I feel this month is going to be relevant. And it is a beautiful message, honestly, guys. Like it's really, really empowering and helpful message. So I will be sharing like more intuitive messages with you along each month, and they'll be shorter videos, and they're just going to be more powerful, wise words for you to take in. And I just hope that it gives you that encouragement, power, and upliftment on your journey. So even when we're hitting these times of like rock bottom, and these times and these struggles, and we're just feeling like we can't do this, or we might be feeling really isolated and alone, I'm really going to hope that those messages are going to inspire you and uplift you when you're having those kind of moments. So I just want to thank you all again for listening. I really hope this has been helpful for you all, and please feel free to share, you know, your thoughts, your comments, and how you're feeling at the moment, or with the energy of the month, or things you're doing that maybe are helping you, because that can really help and inspire others. Maybe hearing from, you know, like-minded people what might be helping them. And thank you so much, guys. Have a great month.